So we're doing an unboxing of our new water fountain, our honey garden fountain, right around the 1 year mark, has started to run into issues. And as it turns out, a lot of other people have experienced a similar issue with the plug and becoming unreliable.
It's the female side of the plug.
Yeah.
The part that plugs into the back of the fountain.
Yeah.
If you wiggle it, in case anybody has seen that video for that product, if you wiggle that and you have it, if you wiggle that plug, it actually works again, but it's not good design.
And we're talking about the Honey Guardian, which
not
we've
this
already
one.
This one. We've already done a product review on the Honey Guardian, and it was kind of a mess to get like a refund on it because it was right inside the 1 year manufacturer warranty. And
And to be fair, we did end up getting a refund, and I was going to actually go ahead and buy their their newest version, but then we started talking about, because he usually cleans the fountain, so he was saying like the other one, the current one, the Honey Guardian, is a little harder to clean. So we were just kind of looking around for other options, and we found this one, and I think it was about the same price.
Yeah, right around the same, couple dollars difference, but basically the same price point.
I think $30.
Yeah, and this one has some key features that we're going to get into here in a second that the Honey Guardian does not. And this is going to help me out from the cleaning perspective, because one of the biggest problems is the placement of the motor. And in the Honey Guardian, it's stationary in the base, and you can't take it out to like really clean it. Whereas with this one, according to what we've seen,
you can pull out that one. It's just that it's a different design.
The whole bottom of it is, you cannot. It's attached with the power cord. Yes, it is. The Honey Guardian, if you go back and you look at the video on that one, you'll see that it is attached to the base. Whereas this one,
it's interesting.
You're gonna have like the plastic bowl here, where you can actually clean the whole thing separate from the motor.
Look at this. They give you a brush.
Yeah. So this is our unboxing here of this NPET. Only thing we have seen up to this point was some videos on it that kind of helped us make our decision. So kind of unveiling this here for the first time, and kind of figuring it out as we start to take it out of the packaging here.
This is the I can't remember if we actually did a video on it, but we had a fountain a long time ago. That is the flower one, and if any of you know about fountains for pets, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a little round, white on the bottom with a little green flower, and it basically had the same attachment like this, with the little flower, where the water kind of pours off. But pets are different. Some pets don't like the water coming off like that.
Ours do not. If you let us know in the comments below the video which one you prefer, if your cats like those attachments, and what kind of pet fountain you use.
So this is the filter. I'm taking one out because we're going to obviously need one, and I'm going to leave the other one in the package.
And if this video helps you out, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel so you see additional content like this, and hit that bell notification so you get notified whenever we post a video so that you'll see it. So this is the motor, and you notice how the motor is completely separate outside of so this, you have like the bowl itself. You could actually clean the bowl, and that was one of the biggest problems with the Honey Guardian, is the fact that base was attached to the plastic, and you couldn't really get it out of there.
The other issue, or I guess the main issue with the existing one, is that it's this connection, the Honey Guardian. That so this plugs in by USB, whereas the Honey Guardian is micro USB, I think.
Yeah, it's micro USB into like the base of the Honey Guardian. It kind of plugs.
Yeah, you plug it in there.
Yeah. And
you read online, like now I'm seeing a lot of reviews where they're saying like the female side of it, right? On this side is it's not, it just doesn't function well. It breaks down.
And this isn't to bash Honey Guardian.
No.
They just have potentially a little small design flaw that,
Yeah, and I really liked I know you said you preferred having it run all the time. We'll take that off later. But But I actually kind of liked the options on the Honey Guardian where you could have it running like intermittently. You could have it running when it notices the cat walk up, and that was working fine for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of the constantly flowing water.
But
so,
I mean, that's where you're going to get the freshest water.
Let us know in the comments if you have one of these motorized water fountains. How do you use it? Like, which one do you have? Which mode do you use it in? If you have the Honey Guardian, what do you normally have it set to? If you have the Honey Guardian, have you had issues with the power plug that kind of plugs into the base?
So this is gonna go in here.
Yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut away here for a minute and kind of put it all together and get it filled up with water, and then we're going to come back and we're going to show you here in just a second what it looks like once it's up and running.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back with the NPET. It's fully cleaned, filled up. It holds 1 liter on the minimum, 3 liters on the max. So you can see kind of the filter here. You can see how the water kind of flows down. Now this is, I guess, essentially fountain mode.
Yes, that's fountain mode, just like the old one.
Yep, and here's the Honey Guardian. We currently have it up against the wall because with the, if you
basically,
you just move it and all of a sudden that issue comes into play. Where
so you got to wedge it up against the wall, make sure that the cable is pushed in there.
Yeah, and it works fine. It's just at the base in the back where the power cord plugs in, it's become loose over time. And ironically, this just started happening like a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
and it's
right before it's your
yeah. So did some research online, and we found this NPET, and so we're going to give this a try. And it already has a couple of things I really like. You can see where the motor is back there. It's easy to put in and take out when you want to do the cleaning because the motor comes completely out. And so you're able to actually clean the casing itself like really, really well. You can easily clean all of the different plastic parts that go in here.
It does have corners, like, this one said, oh, they have corners where you can't, it has corners where you can't get to. This one has the corners too, but I think you can take like a sponge and get in there. And
I didn't have any problem cleaning.
And then also remember, it came with, I think we showed this in the beginning, it came with this brush, which a lot of people have these around anyways, to clean the tube, which is great. So, you can use that to clean the tube parts. And then
so if you put this one on, this will be the waterfall.
Yeah, so this is waterfall, right? So I'm not gonna like mash it in there real tight right now, but eventually that's gonna come up.
There you go. So that's your second option.
See if I can do this without making a mess. There we go. Okay, made a little bit of a mess, it's okay. And then the other option is the flower. And I mentioned earlier we had a round fountain that was like, it was solid white on the bottom, and it had this little flower on the top. And I think you could also do fountain mode, but they didn't really seem to care for it. Although Pepper will drink the water from the sink, of course, in the bathroom. With it coming down like that, Max doesn't really seem to be interested, so I think we're gonna probably have it just like fountain mode.
Yep,
but
just
it's
like
nice
that.
to have the different options.
Yeah, and the one thing to keep in mind is that with this NPET, the motor is just always running. As soon as you plug it in, it's just running. Whereas with the Honey Guardian, that one had 3 different modes. Like right now, you can kind of see the light is green. That's the always on mode. Where the NPET, that's all it is. It's just a very simple little aquatic motor that you would see like in a fish tank or something like that. It's just a very basic little water motor. It comes with a USB cable. Now the USB cable is only so long. We ended up having to put a USB extension cord on it.
Yeah, so you can see here, this is the length of it.
Yeah.
So
it's just from right there.
And then the where it plugs in is just behind it over here behind the on the wall up here. So the other one was long enough.
But a regular USB extension cord like you would use with a mouse or a keyboard will work.
And that's exactly what you put on here.
It's very low voltage, low power motor. So that's super easy to fix depending on your placement and where the outlet's going to be and so on.
I thought about also putting it on a stand, which is kind of how we have their bowls. If you've seen some of our other videos, we elevate their eating and other water bowls, right? Because that's supposed to be better, is that they're not having to bend down.
Yep.
But obviously this is already up, right? It's already up, I don't know how many inches off the floor, and you really, can't put it much more higher. So
I don't know that that's going to be necessary. We'll have to see how they use it.
well, no, I meant if you if you didn't have the extension cable, but
Yeah, it might be worth it to get a USB extension cord
Yeah.
on Amazon. They're pretty cheap, depending on how you want to place it and where its power source is. So let us know in the comments what you think. Again, this is the NPET. Be sure to read the user's manual when it comes time to put it together, so that because you have to clean the filter for 10 minutes and this and that.
you got to soak it for 10 minutes.
Yep. So just read the manual. Let us know in the comments if you've used the Honey Garden, if you've had the problems with the power. What you think overall of it. If you've tried the NPET, what you think of it, how your cats take to it.
And Dad, I'm sorry if you mentioned this, but like one of the key differences, it's obviously
yeah.
seen right here, is that you can see the water in this one. With this one, we've had to like lift the top like this, the entire top, to just see, if it's between the min and the max, right?
Yeah.
Here, it's like you can always see it, which is like fantastic. You're like, oh, well, we got to have more water.
Yep. So that's it. This is the NPET. Let us know what you think, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this, and change your notification, the little bell icon, so that you're notified whenever we post a new video. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.